There are many things we want to ask of other people. We want to ask for a job, for money, a chance to collaborate, a kiss. But generally we don't ask because of the terror of a no. Why should a no, such a small and innocuous word, prove quite so painful, so hard to hear, so much something we need to avoid that we'd rather die in penury, ignored and unfulfilled, than ever hear it? It's because it's not a case of trying not to hear a no. What we're trying to do is avoid hearing something quite different, that we are disgusting. All of us have access to a disgusting self-image, a repertoire of all the most broken, flawed, embarrassing and weak sides of who we are. And it's precisely this self-image that is awoken and engaged whenever people say no to us. We're not hearing no. We'd be fine if we were. We're hearing you're an arrogant, laughable, jumped-up, delusional, clumsy, repulsive pond life. No wonder we get reluctant to ask. But in truth, of course, others are not remotely saying this to us. They can't guess how we're feeling inside. It's not written on our forehead, and most importantly, it's not even true. We've got some tricky sides, of course, but so does everyone else. We're a mixture of good and bad, like everyone else. We're okay. We deserve to exist. When people say no, they're not thinking about us. Here is the only reason why people ever say no, and we need this emblazoned on billboards so we don't forget it. The real reason people say no is that it doesn't fit in with their plans. They're not thinking about your stupidest deeds, of the nicknames people called you at school, or of what you get up to late at night. That's in your head, not theirs. They are just worried about their plans. We're losing out on some consoling insights because we're failing to bring our own experience of what we felt when we said no to people. We said no not because we hated them, we did it for an obvious, now repeated reason. It didn't fit in with our plans. But here's the key reason to try asking. We just don't know where people are with their plans. And we can be sure of this by looking at our own experience. When we think about it, there are actually a surprising number of things that we would theoretically give other people, if only they asked. We would say yes at many, perhaps surprising points. We'd be ready to give certain people money, time, kisses, if they asked. But usually people don't ask, because they don't know where we are with our lives. All of us are fundamentally ignorant of other people's plans. We just can't really tell whether others might say yes or no because we don't have access to their projects and visions. We're attempting to overcome our lack of data by foreclosing in a pessimistic direction, but we should instead simply try to get more data by asking. We should respond to ignorance with curiosity, not despair. We should remember too that we can survive a no. From a distance, we feel it would be a catastrophe if it were a no. From close up, we can be sure we'd shrug it off in 3 hours. We're big people now. Of course, as small children, we were very vulnerable, and perhaps adults said no to us at key moments and it hurt. And now we're trying not to get hurt again. But the mind is slow to realize the time. We've grown. We're perhaps 6 feet tall now. We have a bank account, perhaps a car, maybe children of our own. We can survive a no. And in any case, not asking is not cost-free. We're avoiding the pain of rejection, but we're settling for something that is more insidious and just as troubling, a lack of opportunity. Not asking life for something means implicitly asking it for something else, failure from the outset. And this is especially sad because life is so very short. What we should really be scared of is not a no, but of reaching our deathbeds unfulfilled. We should ask.